Sure, Afetu. I hope everyone is good and well. Well, I have a topic, right? That if you look into different platforms, you might find it there. The topic of can black people be racist? And it is a question that has been met with different views. And I'm going to give you mine as can black people be racist, right? So your response to such a question, it is fundamentally based on your own understanding of what racism is, right? And generally, racism is founded by two fundamental things, okay? One being the obvious case of race, and the second one being of superiority, right? So for you to be able to refer to someone as a racist, that person must first be of a different race to you. And second to that, that person must have at the back of their minds a belief that they are superior than you and you are inferior, right? So if these two things are not found in your accusation of someone being racist, then we can easily dismiss such a claim. Okay? So, to answer the question, can black people be racist? I personally have two approaches in answering such a question. One, I have what I referred to substantive logic or substantive approach to answering that question. And second to that, I have what I refer to as a speculative logic or speculative approach in answering that question. Now, by substantive approach, I refer to you bringing evidence, right? You taking me to a particular time, in history, where you can point out to me that at this particular time, black people acted out of superiority towards people of a different race, right? So with that substantive approach, rather, my simple response to such a question is a simple no, right? Black people cannot be racist because there is no substantial evidence, okay, that will premise such a claim. Okay, you can look it up to your best ability or level in history, right? Where black people have been racist, and I in my reading, I'm not saying it is all that is there, but in my reading, I've never found a case of black people having a history of acting out of superiority towards another race and believing that that particular race is inferior, and having systems that are therefore subjugating that particular race, like capitalism, for instance. Capitalism is an emanation of racism. Now, when you are going to be speculative, right? You can say that, okay, well, we have never encountered a case of black people being in power and acting out of superiority, but we cannot rule out that they can act out of superiority, right? That is you being speculative. So you can say, okay, maybe they can be racist. It's just that we do not know, since they have never found themselves in a position whereby they have power, and then they are acting out of superiority. Now, one of the detrimental illusions that 1994 has given birth to and promulgated it is the illusion that 1994 victory, right, has given us a victory, and that we do not have an enemy to fight anymore. Okay? Such that anyone who comes in as if they are fighting for black people comes off as someone who is claimed by a particular individual that that person is being racist. I'll make an example with Malema. I'm not talking on behalf of the EFF, but I'll make an example with Malema. So many times we've had or seen news regarding Malema as racist simply because he had said something that is in opposition to whiteness and standing in for blackness. And in some instances, you even find black people referring to him as racist. And with the definition that I've given before, we can rule out that claim. So 1994 has created that illusion that we don't have an enemy to fight anymore. So anyone who comes in taking a position of fighting, it is he or she is met with that accusation of the person being racist. So that is my 2 cent comment on the question of can black people be racist. Substantively, no, we cannot be racist. We don't have a history of being or acting out of superiority and then subjugating the other race. And but speculatively, you can say maybe we cannot rule it out because we have not had the opportunity to have power and act out of superiority. So yeah, feel free to indulge me on my view and comment regarding the question of can black people be racist. So Shoba Fetu, sharp.